For many small businesses in the Solano County area, holiday seasons could be really stressful time. Balancing the day-to-day activities during this hectic time is just very hard to keep up. I don't know if you will agree with me, but today I'm gonna be sharing 5 mobile marketing hacks that you as a small business owner here in the Solano County area will help you to keep you ahead of the game this holiday season. Before I get started, probably if you wonder who's this guy, you never met me before. My name is Leo. I reside here in Fairfield in the Solano County area, and I have a small business called Digital Track to help small businesses here in the Solano County area to increase your online presence so that more customers are able to find you. I'm also vice president in the Solano Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Just basically trying to help the Hispanic community, right? To number one, have an advocate, somebody that can speak up for you as a small business owner, help you market your business, get your referrals, etc. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna be reading off my notes here to just make sure. I want to make sure I don't miss anything, right? So let's face it, consumers nowadays, they are more tech savvy. And you probably seen them on their phones all the time, so they know how to navigate through a simple Google search to find what they need. There's some, and now it's so much easier to purchase stuff now from the phone device. I know I do it all the time. I just pull out my phone when I need something and I buy something. Small businesses owners need to keep up with this trend, which is why it's important to have a marketing game plan. Big box stores already take up sizable chunk of mobile real estate, and that's basically a good one to be on. We gotta recognize that having a small real estate here in your local area, whether you're in Fairfield, Vacaville, Benicia, it's very important because you see them all the time. Your customers are on the phone any chance they get. I'm guilty of that. But you might wonder then how you, right, the small business here in Solano County can keep up with stuff like that. It's not that hard, guys. Obviously, I know you're busy. You probably don't have the tech savvy knowledge, man. But you can ask around. I know as a small business owner, you're probably just so focused on trying to keep up with the up to date day-to-day operations of your business, right? So how you have time to ask around, look around for help. But anyways, I'm gonna be sharing here some tips that maybe help you to beef up your mobile presence. So to attract more potential holiday shoppers, right, and keep them engaged. So number one is have a mobile friendly website, and I can't stress that enough, right? It's so easier nowadays to just simply have a website. There's so many tools. It's not like before you needed to hire somebody for tens of thousands of dollars to get you a website that probably will be ready in a month or two. Those projects could be now ready in a few days or weeks. So if you're going to draw mobile traffic, the first thing you should ensure is that your website is mobile friendly. Because let's face it, you go to a website and you notice how frustrating it is if it's not mobile friendly. If you actually had to keep zooming in, right, pinching with 2 fingers to look closer, see what's going on. It's just basically frustrating. Should be quickly accessible, right? Should be easy to access. If it takes too long to load on the mobile device, you're gonna lose customers. You gotta keep in mind you are a mobile device. Not everybody has great signals on the mobile device, so that's something to keep in mind. And you can set up monitor analytics to tell you how well your website is doing, right? Something that is called bounce measurement or bounce rate, meaning how often people that gets to your site stays there for a little bit longer, or how long are they staying, right? That's a good indicator to tell you if your site is performing good or not, and what things you can do to improve so that people can stay a little bit longer. The reason why you want to do that is because Google looks at that, and if people are just getting in there and leaving, like a quick in and out, they're gonna look at that and penalize your site, or just not send that many visitors because they see that as a bad customer experience. Second thing is keep your online presence consistent and up to date, meaning right, we online holiday purchase usually increase year after year. They've been increasing. But there are still plenty of people who prefer to do their shopping in physical store. I'll tell you a story. Not too long ago, I was researching a pair of shoes from a store, and then I went in real quick. Um, Actually, I was researching a pair of shoes on online for that store, and then what I did is I went to the physical store to get it specifically, or not to get it, but to see, okay, I pick a couple ones online, or maybe 3 or 4 different pairs to see if which ones I like to try a little more. So I did my research online, and then I went into the store to actually get to feel them, get to put it on, see how they look on me, right? Get to test all of them, so that actually I can complete my research by actually being on the store, physically try them. So yeah, there's a lot of things that people still love to go physically to the store, even though they might start their research online. Something else that could be done is, for example, a lot of people will have the need for something, go online, look at your reviews, see what other people are saying, look at pictures of your product or services of your store, and that's another way to research online. And then obviously they have to come to the store once they make up their mind, but all that is based on some research that you do. So keep your online presence consistent and up to date. Another thing gotta keep in mind is your business can be in other places online besides your own website. You gotta keep that in mind. There's places like Google My Business, Bing, Yelp, right? All those places, you gotta keep in mind that that's information that is listed there by your site, and not even because you create it. Some other people may create it for you. Perhaps you're managing a Facebook page, right, or have a Yelp listing. Make sure your contact information, such as your phone number, physical address, email address, and all that is correct in all those places, because there's nothing more frustrating for me as a consumer to get to the location and that I found on Google or Yelp, and there was no information about the store closing early that day or being closed. So make sure to keep that information up to date, because that's part of the customer experience. They may understand that a couple, 1 or 2 times of errors like that could happen, but consistent errors like that is just a place where I will not come back, because I don't know what type of professionalism that will reflect. If you get holiday hours, make sure those are updated. By the way, I do offer a free analysis report. If you look at the link below somewhere, or just post a message that you want a free analysis report to see how your business is showing up online, go ahead and let me know, right? Put the information there below that you want a free analysis report of how your business is showing up online. Just put the word free analysis, it's a couple of words, or else click the link below to take you to my site. I think that's digitaltrack.co/scan my business. Put your information there, so that way I can get the information needed to do that analysis for you and provide some recommendations based on that, some of the issues that you're having. Number 3 is maintain a good social media presence, right? So small businesses are increasingly using social media nowadays as a way to connect with potential customers and engage with them. So Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, right? Those are very popular social media apps. More users are turned to them just to simply ask questions. I manage a few of them, and I can tell you the amount of messages we get just because it's so simple to message somebody a page on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. So having a good content is key, and having a good response on those pages. And so, for example, are you running specials for small, for any of this holiday season coming up? That's something important you got to consider, because those are specials that you can also advertise on the social media platforms. I cannot tell you how many times I've seen offers being printed on being on print media, right? Like the local town magazines, and they're paying 300, 700, 150 for that printing out, and then they're taking advantage of using social media, which distribute a lot more faster and for way less of what you pay on the local magazines. Plus, you can continue to advertise people that check your website or that saw your offer. You can continue to advertise it without having to pay a lot extra. Well, if they look at the magazine, that's it. They look at the magazine. Okay, people may open it again, right? Or not. I don't know, but or a combination of both, right? They're looking at the magazines, they're looking at Facebook, they're looking at YouTube, they're looking at different websites they visit, and you offer still there. Come on, that shows that you are really out there and in their mind. Um, don't forget about text marketing. So this is an important. I will say text. I will include as well Facebook messages. And the reason why is because many businesses engage with customers are using email, right? And email is so crowded nowadays. Now, it's still very important for you to use email, but opening rates maybe are anywhere between the 20-30%. Meaning how many people actually looks at your email, and then from there obviously people taking action on sales or promotion that may be anywhere between 1 to 5% on average, right? However, text marketing and Facebook messages allow you to take it a step further by making it easier to reach your customers very quick and effective because they are on their phones, right? It's so much easier for people to check out their phone. It's addictive for any text or Facebook messages. Building a good contact list is important. You plan on adopting this approach. I don't know how many times I talked to local businesses over here, and some of the things I asked them is, okay, do you have a local customer database, right? Who they've been probably in business for 10 years. You would expect that we'll have some contact information, and they will tell me, no, I don't have any. I'm like, come on, you don't have a contact information of your prior customers? Those are customers that already work with you in the past. Why wouldn't you have that? Don't you want to keep track of your customers, or you just want to basically provide the service and be done and don't ever talk to your customers again? Come on, they know people, they know all the people within your local town. They may need your services or products in the future. They may refer you to somebody. They have families and friends, right? So building a good contact list is important. Be sure your customers consent to receive messages from you. Of course, you can always give them the option to opt out if you need to. Obviously, you got to be organized with stuff like this, and then obviously use it to send messages. And the other thing, the last thing here to cover is track and measure your results, right? So you or do something, you gotta find ways to measure that to make sure it's working or not, because at the end of the day, marketing is supposed to bring up sales, right? Marketing is supposed to be so that you have a return on investment on that investment, right? Obviously that return has to be either even. You may lose a little bit if you can get some more on the back end, or it has to you have to see a return, right, with that campaign. So you got to keep those measures and results in place, and that's why it's important, right, to try to figure out, okay, what is the goal that I want with this, right? What's the outcome goal that I want with this campaign marketing strategy, and is it giving me something in return? Or if it's not giving me something in return, am I getting me enough people, right, to have to in my pipeline, so that in the back end I'm actually making a return. So those are the things that I wanted to share. Again, I mentioned before, right? If you're interested to know how your business here in Solano County is showing up online, if you're interested to see what your customers are seeing, and this probably because maybe you had customers ask you, look, I cannot find you online, or look, I've been going to your competitors because I never knew you were here, or complaining that they were trying to come to your place the other day, but they didn't know you didn't work those days, that you were not open, right? Because Google didn't have the right information, or Yelp didn't have the right information. Right, so if you want to know stuff like that, like how your business is showing up online, I have a free analysis report that I can provide. All you have to do is basically, again, all you have to do is comment below free analysis if you're watching this on Facebook, or if you are watching this on YouTube, go ahead and click the link below. That will take you to my website, where it's going to have you complete some information so that I have what I need to be able to run the analysis, and then I will come back and provide you some feedback and recommendations based on the analysis report. All right, so that was all for today. If you have any questions,
You can call or text 707-410-0307. You can visit my website, digitaltrack.co. If you have any other recommendations about what we covered today, right, about mobile marketing hacks that you can share with us, go ahead and comment below. That would be great. If you would like to watch more videos like this in the future, go ahead and like or subscribe, and we'll be in contact. All right, bye.